What If episode 6 it explores the scenario if what if Killmonger re- rescued Tony from having his accident that ultimately forced him to create the arc reactor and 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 become Iron Man. Everybody. Now I'm not gonna lie. This episode, while it was good, is very very confusing on my part. So 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 as longtime fans of Marvel will know, the the whole reason t- Tony decided uh, 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 had to invent the Iron Man armor is because of the nearly fatal accident he had in Afghanistan so long ago. But in this version, Eric Stevens, also known as Killmonger, actually ends up rescuing Tony be, um, be, before he gets seriously hurt. And the messed up thing about Killmonger is he is trying to get um, justice for his father and, and revenge on Wakanda for because Killmonger's dad what was killed while Eric feels like to um to to T'Challa as Black Panther did absolutely nothing. What while the rest of Eric's people, as he calls it, and yes, I I am I am I am assuming that he may or may not be um re, 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 um well let's just say hopefully Killmonger's intentions in basically saving Tony, befriending him, then developing that bond over losing both their dads. Um, Tony losing Howard because I forget, and Killmonger going on this self-justice retribution plan again uh, 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 against T'Challa and the rest of the U.S. I'm going to say it's it 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 it, it's basically a um uh, uh, um it it what you say Killmonger's whole desire in doing this is because of a race thing, pretty much. So basically, what happens is because Tony never got injured and never had to create the arc reactor, he never became Iron Man. He never started working for SHIELD. So 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 Tony, despite being the still the technical tech genius that he was, would y'all get to that more in a minute. Um, what was never able to pick up on the fact that Eric might be up to something, and and Eric played this role of the excuse me, the decorated war hero that he pretends that he's just trying to do what would make his dad proud, when in reality what ends up happening is um e- e- because Killmonger's got um Tony under his thumb, um and after Killmonger basically um be, becomes Stark Industries' new CEO, and basically becomes Tony's new best friend. Eric's able to have um, Rudy killed. Um, he he's able to pull Tony away from Pepper and Rudy, but before Killmonger has Rudy killed, and thanks to working with the Claw, but before Killmonger betrays the Claw and has him killed, um, with Killmonger's knowledge of actually being being able being from what they actually being related to T'Challa as as a fellow uh, family member of Wakanda. Um, uh, Killmonger is basically able to use Tony's last inventions, um, which are these big assault rifles that have vibranium in them, to to basically make the U.S. Army and Wakanda go against each other, and and in doing this, even though at first um uh Eric and T'Challa's uncle Baba, which now has to act as the sub emergency substitute king of Wakanda, because Black Panther was murdered by his own cousin. Um, but it's through this that Eric's Killmonger, rather, through his own twisted way, is it is able to is able to complete this race war. I really hate to 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 use that type of language. I mean phrasing, especially in the current time frame. But Killmonger basically did all this. Had the smartest man in the world, and and the one other and the one person who actually hated Wakanda so much that he was able to help Killmonger find a secret stash of vibranium, Because up until the very end of this episode, Claw was able to show Killmonger where Wakanda actually is located. So in completing this race war, having killed Iron Man, Black Panther, Rudy, which as some Marvel fans will also know, Rudy later will become War Machine as kind of Iron Man's helper. Eric's got kind of give back speech at get back Justice War uh, 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 against the people of America. It is kind of over for now, and the worst part of it all is is that because Eric to Baba, the now acting king of Wakanda, has because Eric has the same look at his father, despite some members of Wakanda not trusting him. Eric's able to take out tech that 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 was basically his vision from the start with, and he's able to pa- paint Tony and the rest of the American people as for the bad guys, um, and in the most confronting thing of all, because Killmonger has earned, has earned the trust of Baba, and has seemingly stopped the war of the outsiders, even though Eric Stevens Killmonger kind of created it himself. His new version of justice uh, uh, um, uh, uh, against the American people, all because he felt like T'Challa didn't do enough. After Eric's dad was killed, at the end of the episode, Killmonger, because of T'Challa's death, his 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 their uncle bestows upon Killmonger the right to become the new Black Panther, but it's thanks to Shuri and Pepper that hopefully somehow, some way, even though because Tony was saved and never had the reason to start working for Shield or become Iron Man. Because of this, the Avengers will never be formed, because through Killmonger's twisted war for justice and liberation for his people, two 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 member two two members of the Avengers are already dead, but because Tony never had the accident and had to become Iron Man, the Avengers will never be formed in this timeline. And T'Challa has a meeting of the minds on the celestial plane, meeting with Eric, and this is after Eric drinks the serum that that by Wakandan tradition, named to the next Black Panther, T'Challa asked him, "Well, my cousin, was all this right? Was killing me, Tony, and Rudy Rhodes really worth it? All just to avenge your father and attain and secure your own twisted version of justice because be, 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 because you wanted to start your own rebellion war I, I, against the outside world, and just 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 because I made a poor judgment as King of Wakanda and Black Panther." And Killmonger said yes. Um, and then right before T'Challa's ghost fades out, T'Challa's like, "Well, cousin, eventually you'll have to face judgment. I I I I I either while you're still on the mortal plane, or 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 once you get to the or once you join Rudy, Tony, and myself, along with the countless others of innocent people you've killed because of your own twisted way of seeking justice. So yes, guys, this is more more or less a race war type of thing, but I think it was just Eric's way of getting back at Black Panther for 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 letting his own brother die, um, just to just to just to keep the peace between Wakandans and the outside world. And then, of course, sadly, because Killmonger saved Tony, the Avengers will never form. So, yes, guys, this was a good episode in my opinion, but it was just very, very confusing. And and when I do say hate war, everybody, please, um, but please don't start spreading any negative feedback with any comments. That is literally the best way I could describe it, because because that's basically what it was. Killmonger put up with Claw, got the vibranium, became a decorated war hero of the States, and befriended the smartest and richest guy um, known to man in the Marvel universe, just to get back, um, just to achieve his own twisted and misguided version of justice. So yes, you could, the best way I can describe this episode is Killmonger did save Tony, even though he ultimately killed him along with his own accomplice Claw, after he manipulated Tony and so that Killmonger could get what he wanted out of Tony's trust. But in saving Tony, he killed Iron Man, and And without Iron Man and Black Panther, I say it one last time, the Avengers will never form in this timeline. And 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 the biggest honor that's supposed to be more sacred to to an to an heir of the throne in Wakanda is now in the hands of the very man that caused this twisted war between Wakanda and the outside world. Also, Eric could achieve a misguided form of justice, but at least with Sherry and Pepper still alive, the Avengers may never be formed, but hopefully against this new misguided Black Panther, maybe the rest of the world still does have a chance. And please, guys, do not start any negative criticism in the comments because I described Killmonger's plan as a hate war against possibly the U.S. just because he felt like T'Challa didn't do enough to save his dad. That's just the best way I can describe it. But what the Watcher says at the end, still it's even though Iron Man, Black Panther, and War Machine are gone, as long as we still remember still remember any kind of hero or anybody we close to us that we lost, as long as we remember them, that their memory will never truly fade away. And again, please, guys, do not start any hate comments in the comment section because I said hate war. That's just the best way I can describe this. Have a good one.